What's up? This is Tony.
Hey, I'm Ryan.
And we're from Iron Radiant.
Mm-hmm.
And you're watching Brutally Delicious.
It's brutally delicious. It's just what it says.
Huh.
Brutally delicious!
Hey, welcome to Brutally Delicious. I'm Bruce Moore. Today we've got another great show and stuff for you. This time we're joined by Steve Austin of Today is the Day. Stay tuned. We're going to see what Steve has cooked up for us today. Steve, welcome. Appreciate it.
Hey, thank you very much, Bruce.
Excellent.
Appreciate you having me.
Thanks for coming out. I know you guys are busy. You're on the road.
Yeah, off on the road, playing the music, supporting our new album, Animal Mother, and trying to go out there and see some people and play some music. Yeah.
I know we talked about it a little bit earlier, but you guys have been at this for quite a long time. Did you ever imagine you'd still be doing this when you started?
Actually, it was weird. I kind of did. Before the band ever became a band, I guess you could say, the phrase "Today is the Day" stuck with me, and I got a tattoo of it on my left upper arm. And then when it all got started and going, I don't know why, but I had a feeling like that this was just going to be the rest of my life.
So you were all in right from the get-go?
Yeah.
No plan B?
I don't know why. It just seemed like that was what the Oracle was telling me.
Right.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right, so I know you just mentioned The Animal Mother. I mean, it's been out since, I think, October, November?
Yeah.
Now that it's complete and it's been out there, how do you feel about it? And are you satisfied with the outcome? I know you've had some time to live with it. Is there something you'd like to change? Or?
No, actually, for a few different reasons, where normally I'm pretty critical of everything that we do all the time, and just looking for a feeling of like, well, I guess this is all right. I'm musically more pleased with the new one, I think, than any other one we've made for some reason. It could just be that it's a culmination of all the different things we've experimented and tried over the years, and now this version 10.0 of 10th album is, to me, the most emotional depth of any one that we've made in musical diversity.
All right. What is your writing process like when you're writing? You know, you guys, do you write all together in the traditional sense, like bouncing ideas off each other, or do you take advantage of technology?
It's more like a jamming kind of thing. Like usually, it's kind of based around like having a beat busted out, and then once that beat's going, you know, feeling it out and trying to freestyle jam, because I like freestyle playing quite a bit.
Right.
And then when something sticks, we go with that, start building upon it, and then, you know, next thing you know, there's a whole song that's put together. So it's really more like off-the-cuff jamming.
So do you have a set idea when you set out writing? Because some of your songs, I mean, meander, they encompass, I guess for lack of a better word, ethereal kind of stuff to the real balls out, you know, in-your-face heavy stuff.
Yeah, I try to just keep all doors open at all times, because you never know, like, what's going to strike you about what you want to play. And we're not really trying to fit with any genre of music or anything.
Right.
So basically, you know, if the song that's on the record is some turbo heavy song, but then the next song's an acoustic song, that doesn't bother me, because it's really about the expression of emotion and ideas, and when you tap into that, there really is no playbook or instruction manual about how it should be.
But does that become a sequencing nightmare then when you got to put the record together, or?
You just got to find the right flow of like how you want things to go throughout the whole album, you know.
Okay. Let's shift gears from the record for a minute. It's been around for a long time. What's the strangest thing that's ever happened to you at one of your shows? Or what's the creepiest fan encounter you've ever had?
Probably the creepiest fan encounter we ever had was I was playing in Italy at a pretty big show, and you know, we're up on stage, we're jamming out, and during the song I felt something weird on my leg, and I looked down and there was this fellow who was biting my leg like it was a turkey drumstick. And so I kind of couldn't believe it at first, and I had black tactical pants on, which are hard to bite through.
Right.
And so I gave him a modest kick to kick him off of me, and so we continued playing the song and so forth, and about a minute later in the same song, all of a sudden, I felt something again. I looked down, and the guy had both his hands on my leg and was biting the middle of my calf as hard as
I
he
don't even
could.
know how you react to that, but even in that setting, that's weird.
So I took my right leg and put it back as far as I could and gave him a pretty walloping hard kick
Right.
that kicked him off of me. And then I started to continue playing, but then I thought about it, and I decided that that was uncool. So I dropped my guitar and knocked the microphone stand out of the way and jumped off the front of the stage to try to kill him. And I was unsuccessful in that endeavor. He took off running. He made it to the back of the club before he was caught by a few bouncers, and they ended up making a wall in between him and me because I was
And this is in the show. I mean,
Yeah,
the show
there was
crowd's there. You're in the show.
450 people there in Rome, Italy, and so I tried to jump over the top of the bouncers to tear his head off, and I didn't. I was also unsuccessful at that, and in the middle of all the chaos of me trying to jump over really, really tall bouncers, he screams out, but I love you, Steve Austin. You love pain. And then a lot of things came out of my mouth
Right.
that were completely insane that I won't say on
Right.
camera.
Probably not appropriate here. Right.
Not at all. But anyway, it was pretty insane. I had never known anyone that wanted to bite me.
I've been doing this. This is probably like episode number 8 or something.
Yeah,
And I've heard some crazy ones, but that might be one of the craziest
Yeah.
or creepiest. Or
that was pretty weird.
that is definitely odd.
Yeah.
Did the show and you got back up until you finished the show?
And then
or-
I ended up getting back up on stage.
Break the skin?
Yeah. Well, there's more to this. After the show was over with, I was pretty displeased about the lack of security that was at the show that would allow this dude to do this.
Right.
And I got backstage and I rolled my pant leg up, and there was a huge human bite mark on my leg that did make it through the pants.
Right.
And I had never done this before, but I thought this was a good time to do it. So I decided that a display of me absolutely destroying the backstage room would be a good message to the people that did the club about, did the show about
Paying a little more attention.
paying a little bit more attention and not letting things like this happen. It was going so insane that at one point our tour manager locked the door from the outside so that no one could get in because of all the things breaking and
Right.
smashing. And at the end of it all, after I'd broken every mirror, chair, table, item in the room, the door got unlocked and Alex walked in. I was sitting in a chair. He asked me if I wanted to go to a hospital. And so I said, yes, of course. And so we went to a hospital and had the 2 guys from the show with us driving. And in the middle of on the way there, they said, please don't tell the hospital what happened to you, because if you do, we might get in trouble about it. And I explained to them through my interpreter that I had to tell them what happened.
You got a damn human bite on
because
your
I have a
leg.
human bite mark, and I didn't know if the guy had HIV or
Whatever,
had
right.
Hep C or anything else. And so basically we got to the hospital, and it was a nightmare. There were fluorescent lights going on and off, people in the hallways like crying and pleading for help. And after being there a long time, the doctor finally saw me. There was this little old man, and he was like, your tattoos are more dangerous than this. So that fucked me off.
Right.
And he gave me a prescription. So then we left there. We went to an all-night pharmacy, and there was one person in front of me standing in line. You have to stand outside on the street. There's a window that you go up to.
Okay.
And after that person left, I was about to walk up. And then as fate would have it, a gentleman who was dressed in a dashiki that looked like he was from Kenya. He just walked right in front of me and cut line at 2:30 in the morning, 3 in the morning.
And you're already tweaked and
And I'm
pissed
already tweaked. And I said to him, I said, hey, what are you doing? And he said, I have headache. And I said, well, that's cool. I have bite mark.
Right.
And I need some medicine. And he didn't care. And oddly enough, the lady helped him. So I had to stand and wait while she got together some stuff for him.
Right.
And then as he walked away, violence ensued my brain again because I wanted to go grab that dude and throw him on the concrete. But I didn't. And I got my medicine, got on the tour bus, and then that, again, I was isolated off from everyone else.
Right.
In the bottom of the bus, there was a lounge, and everyone else was upstairs. And that was good because I was once again going fucking crazy downstairs.
So here's the setup. You're stranded on a deserted island. You could, assuming you have a solar-powered CD player or it's running on coconut juice or whatever the hell you got,
Yeah.
you take 3 records for the rest of eternity. What are you picking?
I'll take Miles Davis, Bitches Brew, Pink Floyd, Wish You Were Here, and then I'd probably take Slint, Spiderland as the other one.
I'm not familiar with that one at all.
Yeah.
Slint?
Slint, yeah. Slint's a noise band that was going on in the early 90s and whatnot. They were on Touch and Go, and they play some pretty complicated, cool music.
All right. All right. Do you have any rituals before you hit the stage?
Yeah, I guess my ritual is mainly trying to chill and be as calm and cool as I can. I don't drink or anything before I play, so I don't really per se do anything.
Right.
But the real most important thing is to never let yourself get oversight. You have to be calm and just really, really bring your heart rate down and get yourself in a place where your demeanor and the way that you feel is like at an at-ease type of situation.
Right.
Because when you go into it doing it like that, when the explosion occurs, it's a lot more in control than if you, I guess, get oversight or overamped. Because a lot of what we do is about control and losing control.
Right.
And to be able to have those two meet in the middle, you have to kind of focus and have an accuracy about your mind and your head. And for me, it's just trying to keep everything as relaxed and cool as I can until I have to play.
Which is a lot different probably than a lot of people at home would think because it's
Getting
it's
amped
chaotic
up.
music and it's heavy music and so that's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
You
I mean, there's things
calm
that
yourself before you get out and explode, I guess.
there's things that lend itself to things going right. Like I tend to eat a lot of Hall's honey cough drop things quite a bit, like 2 and 3 at a time throughout the afternoon leading up to when we
Right.
play. If I've got those going on all afternoon and I get my rest from the day before, then that equals my voice is going to sound nice and clear.
Right.
And then also I'll have a lot of fuel to burn when I'm on stage. I also, of course, like pounding Red Bull. I guess if I did anything unnatural, like I really enjoy that stuff. It makes me feel like committing a Class A felony when I drink like a lot of it.
Right.
And so that as an energy burst is always really nice with the bringing yourself down to a calm level.
What about you have a good gear gone wrong story?
Well, I think the worst gear gone wrong story would be like any time that you ever go sing and there's an open ground with a PA system where it's providing an electrical shock. I was on tour with Motorhead Morbid Angel in the early 2000s, and we were playing an outdoor event that was pretty huge, and so lots going on there, and I walked out to go sing, and the very first word I said, my lips made contact with the microphone and sparks and shit flew, And the jolt of electricity was so hardcore that it made me shit all over myself and piss all over myself within a microsecond. It's like it just basically made everything come out all at one time. And
this is in front of a crowd? I mean,
oh yeah,
wow.
and this was the very beginning. And so I'm standing there, and I have shit running down my leg and urine all over myself. And I'm thinking, like, you know, this is way, I mean, there was 2,000 people there.
Right.
This is way too big of a thing for me to be a baby about this shit. I guess I'm just gonna have to stay away from that microphone
And soldier on?
and soldier on. And so we made it through the set. When we got through doing the set, I embarked upon going back to our dressing room, which was this little mobile home type trailer thing that was about a half mile away from where the stage was, with no way to get there other than walking. So that was pretty cool. I was walking very slowly because I was coated in liquid shit, and a fan came up to me while I was walking and was talking and expressing how happy they were, and the whole time I was moving slowly towards destination so that I could hopefully get into a shower and get all that stuff off of me.
Okay. I got a couple more for you. You still get nervous before you go on stage?
Yes and no. I think that certain big shows where there's a lot of people and a lot of things going on, if I don't watch myself, I can start getting a little hair of anxiety or nervousness going. But from doing it for so long, that ties back into what I was saying earlier. I recognize those signs when I start feeling that way, and that's exactly when I put the brakes on it and just say to myself, everything's going to be cool, you know, you're going to do your thing, be a bad motherfucker, and get out there and do this.
Okay. What do you guys have next after this? I know you're running, you got this run. Are you doing another run for the summer? Or?
Yeah, we go home on the 25th of May, and we're off for a couple of days, and then we take off to Europe with Weed Eater. And Weed Eater's good friends of ours that we've known a long time. I've known Dixie since I was a kid.
Right.
And so we're going to go to Europe and the UK, play a festival called Temple Fest, and then kick off on a tour that lasts for about a month.
All right. All right, so I know grill's heated.
All right.
We've already thrown some potatoes on. We got some steaks and some lamb chops, and I guess we'll get to cooking.
That sounds fantastic,
All right.
Bruce.
Join us here in the kitchen in a second.
All right.
All right. You're on tour. You're feeling a little rough. You need some energy. You need some muscle. You need some power. We're going to cut right to the chase. The ultimate thing that's going to pull this right over the top is good old-fashioned ribeyes and lamb chops from our friends in Greece. Now, we are crossing boundaries, America, Greece, but it's one world. Okay, so we're going to start out. We're going to grab one of these ribeyes here. This is a Big Daddy, nice and thick, very good, marble real well, cool. Okay, we got a few different spices here, and we're going to mix it up a little bit. It's going to be a mild amount of seasoning with a bunch of different things. So, Trevor, if you want to do a little bit of this here, I'm going to make a little place here. Maybe you can grab one and dig in with putting stuff on it here. I'm going to take a little bit of this here. We got some Cajun spice stuff going on. Just a little bit like that. Going to kind of blend it in on that side. Flip her over. Get a little bit of salt action going here on this side. And we got this other stuff here. It's like a seasoned salt. Put a little bit of that right there too, and rub it in. On these lamb chops, while my partner here is working on these ribeyes, if you've never eaten lamb chops, it's absolutely amazing. It's probably one of the most awesome tasting meats that you can cook, and they're quite expensive, but You only live once, so we're gonna rock some of those. Gonna trade with you, maybe one of these, and put a little pepper on these doodads. Like that. Do a little flip. Sometimes it's good to just throw it on the plate. That way you kind of use the meat to mop it up with.
A little olive oil would be really good on the, actually both of them. It seems to seal in the flavor. It gives a little bit of juice.
Do a little bit of that. A little bit of this. I myself like things that are hot. Bruce just attempted to like burn my mouth off with this bizarre sauce over here, and
We can make a test meat with just the sauce. See if we can like go wild.
well, a drop or two never killed anybody. At least we hope not in this case.
Drop or two of what?
Of hot stuff.
Oh, okay. I thought you
But in the end, it's like if the food is not somewhat attacking you, then you have not reached flavor nexus. So we are getting this stuff all prepped up. We're going to be very careful. We're going to do like a drop.
Right, this has like a lot on it. This is the wild card.
Look at that right there. Looking pretty nice. Got this little doodad here. A scrumptious little,
I would eat that.
yeah. Got another one right here.
Rare is good because it'll continue to cook after you've taken it off.
Oh yeah.
It's so hot.
There's a zesty little piece right there.
I would say that ribeye is probably in a good place too.
All right. I wanted to make sure that the baked potato is done because there's nothing worse than biting into a baked potato that's not cooked on the inside. So what I did was I went ahead and split it open. I took away that grand moment that you get with your baked potato when you split your own potato open. Instead, I've done that for you. And right now, the inside of the potato is like a cast member of the Towering Inferno with Charlton Heston. It's melting and burning alive. So we're gonna go ahead and remove it. I think it looks pretty good.
So here we are at my favorite part of the episode, the eating. Probably the reason I invited everybody to come over and cook for me. You ready? We'll see what we got.
Okay, it looks like we did good. I'm looking at the inside of this thing here. I thought I heard moo when I picked it up, but it's not. It is actually dead. Here we go. Ready? Some bone-sucking sauce.
I forgot to grab a fork, but boy, that's really good.
Hands, baby.
Man. Steve, Trevor, thank you for coming out, man. You guys knocked it out of the park. I appreciate it.
I totally dig it.
Good luck with the tour and the record.
Thank you.
Catch you on next time.
Thank you, sir.
Rolling to the top.